Hola chicos, it's John here. Fedeicomiso. Foreigners cannot own land within 50 kilometers of a coastline. It's the Mexican Constitution. However, a foreigner can possess land if it's held in a bank trust. This is known as fedeicomiso. With a fedeicomiso, you have all of the rights and obligations of ownership, including the right to sell your property. You can only get a fedeicomiso on private land, property that has a clear title known as an Escritura publica. Now, there are areas that have Escritura publica without fedeicomiso because they are outside of a 50-kilometer range of the coastline or border. And as well, you can get Escritura along with a possession title. So for example, there are areas in Rancho Neptuno, Brisa Cicatela, Santa Maria, Tamarindo, Barra de Cotepec, that all offer an escritura, which is a true title, along with a possession title in land that would be traditionally deemed communal. So if the developer subdivides and registers with the municipality properly, you can get true title. So if you are buying with an escritura, and depending on how you want to hold the title as an individual, you will need a bank trust, which is a fedeicomiso, or you can also own through a Mexican corporation, which will then maintain the escritura title, and you won't need an actual separate bank trust. The trust or the corporation becomes the trust. I know it sounds confusing, but it really is pretty straightforward. And what that means is that if you are sitting at home and you want to get close to the beach, you have an amazing opportunity to get something that is very safe and secure to purchase, that is not encumbered by Canadian legal laws, because you already state out who your beneficiaries are here in Mexico. So if God forbid anything should ever happen to you, you have the ability to already intestate who is going to be deemed the heir to your property here in Mexico, and it does not encumber any of your Canadian estate back home, which I think is pretty cool. It's straightforward, it's easy. And then of course, going down into the future, that if you decide, hey, you know what, I want to move further south, let me get over to Argentina, let me get over to Brazil, you have the capacity and the type of title that then is attractive for 100% of the population, right? So if you're buying just communal land and that's all you have, you basically can only sell to a national. And so you've limited the amount of people that potentially will want to own your property. But owning property through escritura with a true title, now you have the capacity to sell this to not only a national, but foreigners as well, just like yourself, family, friends, relatives from overseas. They all want to be over here as well. Stay tuned for part 4 of this next series, where we actually go through the actual buying process, what to expect as a foreigner if you are buying here in Mexico.